Hello, hello, you beautiful, magnanimous souls. It's always an honor to share in this space with you. I don't have anything pre-planned that wanted to be shared. There was a thought on my way to this location that came through, and I thought, goodness, it's a good thought to expand upon. And that thought was talking about or referencing love being blind. Where is that sitting? I didn't look it up, but that's saying love is blind. Why do they say love is blind? Contextually, myself, reflecting back on older versions of me that once had a state of mind that really could resonate with love being blind, you're foolishly falling into a relationship with someone with the love being blind. You're blinded by the love. And now it's coming to me how, like, those feelings of elatedness and feelings of intensity when it comes to quote unquote falling in love, understandably could be perceived as being blind, because if what it is that you're feeling is being sourced through something outside of yourself, that is blind. If the love that you are feeling is totally and entirely being sourced through someone else, the love that you're feeling, the elatedness that you're feeling, the bliss that you're feeling because you are falling in love with someone who is potentially loving you on a level of which that you feel you would feel most honored to receive, then love is blind in that context, because true unconditional love is being sourced through you. You have the ability to tap into pure states of bliss and unconditional love and feel that vibrating from your inner, from every cell within your body. You can feel that love that is ever present around you, but being able to clear away all the muck and all the grime and all the static that is going on around you to even tap into that purest form of love that is ever present. A lot of times we can't feel it. We're so blinded by the anxiousness and troubles and struggles for our everyday life, responsibilities, that we just can't even sense that it exists around us. And so, love is blind can easily be, from a perceptual state of mind, blind. But from where I'm sourced and all the work that I've done, love is wise. Love is pure wisdom. So I guess you could say that I've transitioned from love being blind to love being wise, because I'm no longer blinded by the sensation of love outside of me, because I am that is love. That is all I am, is love. And any decision that I make that is outside of the source of love is merely a reflection of me falling into the storyline of whatever drama is happening around me. If I'm falling into the storyline of whatever situation is occurring outside of me and I'm making a decision outside of the frequency of love, it's because I'm not stabilized there. My platform is not through which is greater. 444. And so it's being able to clearly recognize when you're making decisions in a disempowered state or an empowered state. And so when you're thinking about love as blind, in the beginning of the relationship, if you're in a long-term one or a short-term one, or you're not in one, just remember back to a love that you recall, that it felt so beautiful in the beginning. And it felt so wonderful. And if you look back and you think, well, why did I feel that? It's because of the possibility of what's to come through that person, through the relationship of exchanging your energy with that person. It's what's to come. You think, oh my gosh, is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the one? Everybody's like, is this the one? Or is this a person that can allow me to feel these elevated levels of unconditional love within me? Is this the person that is triggering or activating that within me? And if so, I want more of that person. And then all of a sudden, we find ourselves being tricked in a way to be codependent upon that other person's love. And now we rely on the love of another person in order for us to feel loved. And that is codependent loving. And the wisdom that has been bestowed upon me to learn soul growth lessons and knowing the truth of what love is and where it's really sourced from, I'm able to love in its purest and rawest form with no codependency, no judgment. There's no illusion to where the love that is emanating through me comes from. It's stemming from source, vibrating through me. And that's all because of the work that I have been committed to on this path of self-awareness, self-discovery, remembering all that I ever was, is, and could be. Remembering that aspect of me. To know within every ounce and every fiber of my being that I am the representation of pure, infinite love. I had a deep dive meditation earlier, and I got on a couple different platforms speaking a variety of different things that wanted to be spoken. And it always circles back around to feeling grounded in the perception of our limitless potentiality, our limitless expression of self, which is sourced through our soul. Our soul and the soul work that I'm completing so that I can continue to share that light to others, with myself and others. We are just another reflection of another person, of the next person, or of any person. You know, you can really expand when we start seeing the truth of all that we are, because we're going to see the truth of all that others are as well in that process. And I'll continue to state as I continue to speak that anything that wants to flow through my lips is meant to be heard through my own ears. And if they're meant to be heard through my own ears, then I am learning through that which wants to be spoken through me. And there's others that can also learn and grow as well. And if there's others out there that want or feel a compelled desire to want to speak ill upon the words that are being spoken through me, it's merely just a reflection of their own disempowerment. And so remember that as you want to comment upon others' work, others sharing their energy in whatever shape or form that they're sharing their energy in, if you comment in a disempowered state, you're going to be reflecting on judgment of them. You're going to be judging them in some way, shape, or form. You're going to say that their efforts or their energy, or, you know, it's not appreciated, it's not respectable, it's not, you want to judge it in some way. And that's a false sense of empowerment. 1111. You know, all we want is love. And that it was just recently put back into the forefront of my mind that is the truth. That is the truth. And it's a great truth to keep in the forefront of your mind. Is that all we want is love. It's all we want to feel. It's all we want to experience. It's all we desire to explore. And if there are aspects of love that exist on planes that we have not taken the time to open the door to reveal to ourselves, then there's so much more to discover when it comes to love. There is limitless forms of love. And so back to the love is blind in my old perceptional world of that which I no longer resonate at. Love being blind. Because it feels like love was always meant to be found through someone else outside of us. That's all I ever knew. Until the day I realized the inaccuracy of that knowledge. That thought process, I should say. It's more of a thought process. One day you'll fall in love and get married and have children, all that stuff, right? That's a thought process. And there was a day where I realized that I needed to find the love that I am and release myself from the thought process that love was meant to be discovered through someone else outside of you. Surely you can discover love outside of you, but you may fall dependent upon that love of that person in order for you to feel it. And so that's why it hurts so much when that person is gone, because you're codependently loving on them. You rely on their love in order for you to feel love. And that is not honoring yourself or the relationship. And so we're unknowingly all walking around, placing ourselves in relationships with the idea of finding love, to express love. I just want to express my love to someone who's going to respect it and appreciate it and nurture it. But in actuality, the love that you're really feeling like is missing is the love that's sourced through you. That's the love that feels like it's missing. And if somebody else, imagine You're able to place yourself in that state of mind, and now you fully integrated that perceptional view, and you're no longer operating in disempowered states through not seeing yourself for all that you are. Let's just imagine you're now in a state of mind that you know that the love that was always missing was the love of self. Accepting yourself for all that you are. And just the way that you are. Will allow yourself to magnetize to you someone who shares in those same values as you. That same insight as you. That love is ever present. And love is wise. Love is not blind. You no longer make decisions based out of fear that there will be an absence of love. You're no longer making decisions based on the fear or the absence of love. That's why there's so many people that are trying to maintain a relationship that's toxic, is because in some way they're feeling like, hey, if they're not there, then who's going to love me? Who's going to show me love? Even though that other person may not be expressing any love to them whatsoever. Maybe completely, entirely toxic. Or in some way they're loving you that's allowing you to feel love, but then you feel, gosh, there's something missing. And a lot of times when people are in that mentality, if they're finding themselves in that mentality, it's what the love that they're missing is a love that's sourced from self. It has nothing to do with their partner. And depending on the situation. We have so many expectations of other people. Somebody says they fall in love with you, and you all of a sudden place an expectation on what that love should look like. That love should look like you should respect me. That love should look like you should honor me. That love looks like you should be honest with me. That love should look like you would do right by me. That love should look like, all of the things that you believe that somebody should do when they say they love you. And if they don't display that, then you're like, oh, they're toxic. The toxicity in them is what you drew in to realize more about yourself. To realize more about yourself. And a lot of it is discovering how you are a natural healer of the pains and traumas you experience throughout your life. You can heal that trauma. You no longer have to operate out of fear based on the trauma that you incurred. And so, as natural healers of ourselves, we just forgot how to do that. And we cover it up by, in some ways, in some circumstances, we can cover it up by falling in love or placing ourselves in relationships with others so that we don't have to feel the pain that is ever present inside of us. So then we're dependent upon the resources of others to make us feel better. And so if there's people out there that have a lot of people around them, that could be why. Because they're not feeling independent with their ability to manage their emotions through the challenges of life. And so love is wise. In opposition of love is blind. Because now it turns into a vibrational thing. You're so wise beyond the seeking of something that you think is missing. You're so wise beyond that. Nothing is ever missing in your life. But we're always seeking something, right? Now, I'm not talking about goals and being goal-oriented and placing action steps and baby steps to reach goals. No. It's a sensation. It's a subtle sensation within you that you're feeling like something is missing. And that's a part of you. It's you, in that moment, that provides you an opportunity just to look within, to see within you if anything is missing. And a lot of it is just, what's missing is your awareness of all that you are. What's missing is you not taking a look at what's missing. And really what's missing is you placing the awareness on it. That's it. Because nothing is actually missing. Within you supplies you with all that you could ever need or want. And it's being humble enough to want to see that truth. Humble yourself enough to see that truth within you. Everything outside of us is merely a reflection of what's going on inside of us. And your temperature, taking a temperature gauge to yourself as to, am I witnessing life and am I experiencing life in a highly empowered way through my ability to maintain a high frequency, a high vibration, through unconditional love, through seeing that I am love, that I'm pure love? Are you recognizing the pure love that you are? And that recognition could be exactly what it is that you were missing before. That something's quite missing. Something's missing. That something could be that you're not realizing how empowered you are as a human through the recognition of knowing you are pure love. You just forgot because you're so busy with everything else going on, dealing with everything else and everyone else. You totally have not put your attention on how to magnify your love. And that's the work I've been doing. The soul growth work that I've been doing. So then that way, when I share my light, share my love, share my wisdom with you, you're feeling it in your heart space. You have the potential to feel it in your heart space. A lot of times my light and my love is triggering people and they want to be posting nasty comments. They want to be shunning the work. It's because I'm triggering their light. They're triggering their light, not their demons. There's a reason why it wanted to come out that way. Their light is being triggered because it's not being honored within them. It's not being recognized within them. They're busy trying to sabotage other people, bring other people down so that their empowerment is sourced through their ego. They're feeling empowered by comparing themselves to someone else when their empowerment has nothing to do with anybody else, nobody else. Pure empowerment is not a reflection of comparing yourself to anybody else, ever. And that's how you stand in your authority of empowerment, your authority of pure unconditional love, is that you see the beauty that you are and you allow that beauty to shine. Unapologetically, completely raw. Raw, pure, unadulterated, authentically you. That's where your true divine power exists. And so I wanted to come on here while there was enough daylight, so I can share that with you and help you in some way realize the gift that you are. All the words that want to be spoken through my lips are in some way going to help you look at a situation with a slightly different viewpoint, if you allow it. If you don't allow it, you'll reject every word coming out of my mouth. You won't open up to seeing for yourself your beauty, your light, your love, your organic presence of truth. And it will be rejected and denied. And that just could very well be the state of consciousness of which that is necessary for you in that now moment, in this now moment. So if my light triggers a light in you, it's meant to. Because the light's saying, hello, I'm here. I'm being triggered. The demons in you are making you like, typing all this nasty stuff. Or saying all this nasty stuff or whatever. All negative, all Debbie Downer, like, so out of authenticity. And not everybody, there's somebody that needed to hear that, so that's why that was being spoken. So, I will close with that conclusion of love is wise. Love can be wise, not blind, if we see the love in ourselves and that we are pure love, and that love is not sourced somewhere outside of ourselves. The real love that we are missing is all within. And you will not feel like you're missing something if you're seeking love. You will never feel like you're missing love when you search within. And there is a process. And anybody that wants to know more about that process, make a comment saying, how do I go about discovering within me the love that I feel is missing in my life? Because I know a handful of people that think that way. Middle age, whatever age, it doesn't matter. Like, if only I find that person to share the rest of my life with. If only I find the one. If only. That's how they're walking around. They're walking around, if only. And little do they know that they're pushing the very love that wants to enter in their life. They're pushing it away by thinking it's missing. They keep saying it's missing. That's all I need. Every time the world is, the universe is hearing, I don't have it. So you keep manifesting. I don't have it. I need it, because I don't have it. And so you keep manifesting not having that love of your life appear, because you keep thinking it's missing. Stop thinking that it's missing, and you'll open up a little window, and the aperture can get bigger and bigger the better you get at this, but you open up that little window to be able to allow that love to enter into your life. Now remember, though, that you can supply and nurture that beautiful dynamic relationship for that love to flourish by continuing to focus on the love within you. And there's so much more to the dynamics of relationships to allow it to flourish, but that's a very good start. And to communicate that with your partner, with the love that enters, if they are operating out of knowing that they are pure love and that they don't feel like love was ever missing, to continue that. And if they did and you found each other, great, then that's something that you can work on together individually in the privacy of your own beingness. Never lose yourself within the relationship. That is a recipe for disaster. When you lose yourself within the relationship and depend upon the love of that other person in order for you to feel that love. That creates a lot of strain on the relationship. And so, with that, I hope that helped you. And I hope that you shine your light just a little bit brighter from sharing in this space with me. I love you. Namaste.